Now that you've made your dials and you have a schedule full of appointments, it's time to dig into the home script. The home script or real system consists of 4 main objectives that we'll break down for you in 9 steps. Like the best system, the real system has been perfected by top agents over the past decade, so stick to it. But before I break down the steps, I want to talk to you about your mindset as you're walking up to that front door. A few things going through my mind are, first, their names. I'll repeat them over and over to myself so I can remember them and be on a first name basis as I'm presenting to them. Also, I'm reminding myself that this family sent in a form with all their information and they agreed to meet with me the day after I contacted them for this appointment. The last question you should be asking yourself is, am I going to make a sale? To me, the sale was made the minute they scheduled the appointment. I'm simply there to finish the process by finding something that fits their needs and their budget and then help them apply for it by filling out the application. See, the best salespeople in our company don't really sell because the sale is already made in their mind. And that creates a better atmosphere for someone to actually buy. Now, you might also be wondering what our salespeople wear on their appointments. Most of our agents don't wear suits when out in the field, so keep it professional. Wear what you're comfortable in. Jeans and a nice shirt like this are just fine. Some agents are more comfortable with business casual wardrobe, and that's fine too. And with that in mind, let's start with step 1. Remember, the 4 main objectives in order are build rapport, get to the emotion that caused them to fill out the form and agree to meet with you in the first place. Next, be assumptive during the appointment. You're not there to see whether they would like to purchase insurance. You are there to help them apply for the coverage. And don't forget, once you close the sale, you must lock it down. Now let's walk through the 9 steps that will help you accomplish these objectives. Step 1, you'll want to direct the homeowner to the kitchen table. This step should really set the tone for the rest of the appointment. Remember, you're in control. You're friendly, but also busy, and you have a schedule full of homeowners to see. Take a little time to warm up and build rapport, and then get to business. On the table should be your laptop or proposals, the lead that they sent in, and a couple of applications and pens. Remember, you're being assumptive in everything you do. Step 2, once you've built some rapport and you're friendly with them, now you can begin verifying some of the information you got from them on the phone. Get as many details as you can here about their health, just in case you missed anything. This will ensure that you don't show them an option they may not qualify for. Step 3, the why. This is probably the most important part of the presentation, as they are telling you why they are concerned and what their problem is. Your job is to solve their problem. This is a good time to slide the lead in front of them, asking them to remind you why they filled out the form. Ask, what was your main concern when you filled out this letter? What did you want this protection to do for you? Now your job is simple. Shut up and listen. Remember, you're trying to get them back in the frame of mind when they first filled out the letter. If you can do this effectively, the rest of the presentation is easy. Once they've given you the emotional response you're looking for, move to step 4. Explain your role and purpose. Doing so will clear the air and make them more comfortable because they won't be wondering the whole time what your objective is. Simply say, let me explain my role here. I'm going to show you what your options are, and when we find the option that best suits your needs and your budget, I will help you apply for it. I'm actually a broker, which means I have access to several dozen top-rated carriers so we can find the best coverage that you qualify for at the best price. Now, this is not the old kind of mortgage protection. What I mean by that is your lender will not be your beneficiary. Mary will, if that's who you choose. The other major difference is this is not a decreasing term policy. In other words, if something happens to you tomorrow or 10 years from now, your death benefit will stay the same. It will not follow your mortgage balance down. This policy is also portable, which means if you refinance or move, you can take this coverage with you. Now, if they understand everything, move to step 5. Here you will get one of the hardest objections to overcome off the table before they have a chance to use it. We call this the think about it. So say this. I'm going to start by showing you the comprehensive coverage. I'm not going to do this to talk you into spending more money than you need to, but I don't want to assume that you don't want the absolute best thing for you and your family. So if what I'm showing you is more than you like to spend, just let me know. Sometimes homeowners will beat around the bush and say things like, I need to think about it or sleep on it or pray about it. And I've been doing this long enough to know what that means. It simply means that the price isn't right. So if what I'm showing you doesn't fit the budget, please tell me. This is just the first option and we will definitely find you something to fit the budget. Step 6 is simple. This is where you'll begin explaining the benefits and showing them a few options. But before you do this is a good time to call your manager or mentor and run everything by them so that they can help you with what company and what products to show them. When you're new, this is a vital step in making sure that you do not offer the wrong product and get your client declined. Now, you will not want to show too many options or you'll confuse them, possibly making it too tough to make a decision. Usually 3 options is best. Personally, I like to show them the comprehensive coverage first. If that option breaks the budget, then I decrease the benefits a little and show them a second and maybe a third more affordable option. Once you've found the right option with the right price, move to step 7. The close. Because you were assumptive during this whole appointment, there's no need for a closing question like, well, how does this sound, or would you like to move forward? Simply say, now I need to fill out a few forms and ask a few health questions on the application. This will just take a few minutes and we'll be finished. Let's start with full names. John, what is your middle name? And simply fill out the application. In step 8, you'll want to lock it down or secure the sale, if you will. Explain the process and what they can expect moving forward. There are a handful of things we explain here. First, this whole underwriting process could take up to a week or 4 weeks. This ensures that if it does take that long, they are not upset because you told them it would only take a week. If it gets issued sooner, then they will be pleasantly surprised. Also let them know that I'll be delivering the policy to them shortly after I receive it. I remind them that the draft date is generally when the policy is issued and that we can change that later if we need to. I let them know that the insurance company could call and re-ask the health questions on the phone, as they occasionally will do phone interviews. I also remind them that there is a possibility that they could be declined for the coverage, and if that happens, not to worry. I already have other carriers lined up that will be happy to take their premium and insure them. You will want to leave your business card with a cell phone number so that if they have questions or problems, they can call you, not the insurance company or the home office. Lastly, always instruct the client that there is no need to fill out or respond to any other mail they get regarding this coverage. And if they get any phone calls, they should just tell them that they've already taken care of it and they can be taken out of the system. Once you have reviewed these things with them, move to step 9. Step 9 is the 5 R's. For this step, you'll want to review the 5R script and training on the website. This step will ensure you are getting the most production out of every appointment, all while helping clients cover all the bases for both them and their family. Remember, you aren't just there to sell them a policy and never see them again. Your goal is to create a client for life and for you to become their agent for life, the person they call for any insurance needs. Even if you don't offer every product in the insurance market, they see you as that agent, especially if you execute the 5 R's effectively. Briefly, here are the 5 R's. You're going to ask for referrals, retirement, replacement policies, Rugrats or children's policies, and finally, recruit. There's a great MP3 on the website under audio that will walk you step by step through the 5 R's. Download it and learn it well, and you'll be happy you did, as this step will help your close ratio and your paid premium per lead, making you very profitable with Symmetry Financial Group. So there you have it. That is the in-home process that Symmetry agents all over the country have been helping tens and thousands of families with. Learn this script. When I first got started, I remember doing practice presentations with my friends and family to get it down. And many of them realized they needed more insurance, and they were happy to help me start my career on the right foot. Whatever you do, learn this presentation and learn it well. The best way to learn this is to get out there and do it. Now go get them.